this is Dr. Amy from To Health With That, and also from the MTHFR community, Genetic Rockstars. So this month we are talking about the value of community and of peer support. And I think it's especially important with something like MTHFR, but also with conditions that are a little bit less known about, or conditions that are considered fringy, right? And there's lots of MTHFR associated conditions that are considered, unfortunately, fringy, right? So MTHFR itself is widely debated. Lots of doctors, conventional doctors, will say, well, it's not a thing, it's not a diagnosis, it doesn't matter, it doesn't impact you enough to make a difference. Here, just take some folic acid, right? Which we all know is the absolute wrong way to go. So it's very, very isolating when you can't even find help from the people who are supposed to be helping you. And that's where this community support really matters, because you need to have people who are on your side, people who are in your corner, people who can say, yeah, no, that doctor's actually wrong, right? Like people who can say, this is what actually works. Here's my bad experience with that thing that the doctor said, or here's why that is bogus, or you know what, we get it. We're struggling too. Even if the doctor says it's not a thing, we understand, right? Some other examples of this, autoimmune disease. Obviously, they are considered a thing, right, by doctors. Doctors understand this and they get this, but I don't think they understand the degree to which people suffer, right? Likewise with things like chronic fatigue, which unfortunately a lot of doctors still poo-poo, and they sort of shove it under the rug and say, oh, you're just tired, or you're just a mom, or you're just going through midlife or menopause or whatever, and they don't actually acknowledge it as a condition or give it the sort of gravitas that it needs. And there's lots of conditions like that. So breast implant illness, like for years and years, doctors denied that that was even possible. Well, now, of course, we know it's possible. Also highly related to MTHFR, by the way. But there's lots of illnesses like this, right? There's lots of situations where people are having a very real experience of not rightness, right? Or illness or sickness or struggle. And their doctor just doesn't get it, doesn't get their head around it. And so in those situations, community, it makes such a huge difference, right? Because there's other people who have had their doctors say exactly the same things. There's other people who understand what you're actually experiencing, and that is worth its weight in gold. I mean, it really does help to find your tribe, find your community, right? If you happen to be a person with MTHFR, find your community at Genetic Rockstars, right? community.tohealthwiththat.com. That's community.tohealthwiththat.com. See you there, I hope.